All right, our focus in this game, week 15 against the Raiders, is to get Kentrell Ellington back to star dev. Can we do it? I also just realized I forgot to totally unmute the game capture audio from before, so I can't wait to not be able to monetize probably the last 2 videos worth of YouTube content.
He's coming up one of the better games we've seen. Over 170 yards. It's the Raiders and the Cardinals, and it's coming up.
Well, Shep, good luck. I like that Shep is skinny fat. Not quite slim thick, but you know. All right, as we do, let's sim to halftime and hope that our boy Ellington gets the accomplishment on his own without any interference needed. We trail 10-0. Make that 10 now, 13-3 at halftime. All right, Ellington. Have you accomplished your goal? Shepard has no touchdowns, 2 picks, GG's. Defensively, Ellington, he got it with the tackle for loss. Let's go, Kentrell. On the comeback trail. And that means I don't have to jump into this game at all. Thank God. Thank God. As we get pooped on by the... Oh my God. Oh my God. Maybe not. 40 seconds left. 2 timeouts. Shep. Fucking Shep. Can he do it? 3 turnovers in the game. Can Shep lead the way to tie it? Let's go, Brian. Brian. Oh my God. Just force it into double coverage. It's fine. Don't worry about it, Brian. Don't worry about it. It's only double coverage. 2nd and 10 from the Raiders 43. Shepard. Oh, what a catch. That's a timeout, though. 32 seconds left. Now up to the 29. Brian Shepard over the middle. Caught up to the 5. No, the 6. And there's the timeout with 25 seconds left. It continues on. Shepard. 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 We'll have time to spike it or just go for it. Here it is. Shepard. End zone. Knockdown with 1 second to go. One more chance for Shep and the boys. This is it. Can the boys force overtime? Shepard, quick throw in the air, down to the turf. And the Raiders hold on to win against your Arizona Cardinals. Glendale, he can't believe this shit. Where the fuck do they find these quarterbacks? 24-17. A win for the Raiders. 1 touchdown, 3 interception game. Or your favorite and mine, Brian Shepard. But at least there will be the upgrade for Kentrell Ellington, which is good news. Which is good news. All right, so Kentrell will at least be back up to star dev, as we have now lost 4 of our last 5. That wasn't the at least. Wait, what? You did it though. I saw it. He did it. It was 1 tackle for loss, and he did it. Fuck you. Not in my dojo. Fucking this Mojo Dojo Casa. Barbie has ruined certain terms. And by ruined, I mean made better. I don't fucking think so. My boy's getting that upgrade. Fuck you and your husband. I don't fucking think so. You, sir, are going back to star dev. I should put you back at superstar where you belong. And I'm also gonna upgrade a couple. You're now getting 75 awareness. Because, damn it, we accomplished that goal. Screw you. Screw you. Fadal, we do, because we've gotten it that way before. So that was just that's a weird one. But he gets the upgrade. Way to go, Kentrell Ellington. As you earned and deserved, we head to week 16 for our annual meeting with the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears. We have nothing really interesting going on. So we'll be menu simming this one too. Quincy Robinson. Here's to you. Quincy Robinson. Jesus loves you. More than you know. Oh yeah, you can rename players. The only reason I choose not to for Madden is it takes for fucking ever to make progress in a challenge like this anyway. UDFA, I'm tempted to let you guys rename players. UDFA challenge, I'm tempted. But in a run like this where we're drafting players and, you know, it's just weird. It's Kentrell. Stays at a 76, so it all works out. There you go, Kentrell. Enjoy your, once again, star dev. All right. Hopefully we'll fall down to 5-10 as we play the Bears of Chicago. We lose 52-14. $52-14. So we'll get that extra training slot. Yikes. Well, hopefully we can find a franchise quarterback in the first round. Because it is what we're missing. The cab has arrived. Only we still have the channel points options up from the Nashville series, huh? When a team sweeps you, blah, blah, blah. We don't want to lose again. We got play recognition and a break tackle boost. We're going to win. Fuck, we lost. To the weekly strat. To the weekly strat. Daniel Rivers. Son of Phil. One of the 17 sons of Phillip Rivers. Let's get Corbin Williams in there. Oh, God, the Tempe trash pit. Oh, God. Again, we know they want that dump more than they want a professional sports team in Tempe. So, what do we got for player upgrades here? What do we got? What do we got? Caleb Turner will auto upgrade you. We will. Is Mr. Phil? Is he really not a doctor anymore? Did he lose his doctorate that he probably never had? The LA Rams will send us to the Ram Ranch as we lose 24-21 in the penultimate game of the season, setting up a showdown with the New York Football Giants. And this is an interesting one for the sole fact of loser gets better draft position. So I am not going to put Kurt Slater back in. We are going to try to intentionally lose this as best we can. OBJ, I don't know why the hell you think you're here to win, my man. You came to the wrong team. If you were looking to ring hunt or something like that, you came to the wrong team. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Go ahead and get that sim in there. Gonna win this to fuck up the pick. We are, actually. I'm pretty sure we're gonna win this game. Season stats we're about to check in a minute once we sim this final game. So, another draft with 5 first, 4. So, no is the answer to your question, but we're close. What we got for these player upgrades here? Brian Shepard keeps getting a bit better, but doesn't mean enough. He's now a 71 overall. Good old Shep. Good old Brian. Brian. All right, let's win this game to screw up our draft position and round out our 4th season at the helm of this team, which has been an abysmal year. We do lose 17-10, finishing the season at 5-12. Let's take a look at the season stats before talking about the playoffs that we will very much not be involved with. K-Town, kind of, yeah. So overall this year, Brian Shepard, 18-21, over 3,000 yards. Slater went 3-1 on just 106 attempts. Kirk Cousins threw 4 passes. One of them was a pick. Thanks for coming, Kirk. Good for you. Rushing-wise, 900 yards, but only 5 touchdowns for Walton. Slater had 2 rushing touchdowns, 5 for Brian Shepard, 3 for Tucker and Lockhart each. Receiving-wise, reception king was Rondale, but the yardage leader was Michael Wilson. Touchdown king for us was Rondale Moore. Blocking-wise, our best lineman was Matthew Bolden, only 1 sack allowed. 10, though, allowed by Bryson Cook. It is the first time, though, we've only had 1 player in double digits for sacks allowed. Defensively, the tackle leader was Daniel Malone. The sack leader with 4, Cassidy Baker and Corbin Williams. The team pick leader with 1 was a bunch of guys. Jesus. Our secondary should have been so much better than that. That's a shame. Kicking-wise, 20 of 21 for Jake Elliott, 48 punts for Logan Cook, a net average of 50.5 yards. Around the league, the league passing leader was Bryce Young, as there were actually a lot of 4,000-yard guys, including Jack Garrison in New York, Mahomes, Dak. The touchdown leader with 42 was the Jets' Jack Garrison. Someone that we could have gone for, but didn't. Jared Goff was up there. Allen, Dak, Desmond Ridder. And the league's pick leader, Geno Smith in Tampa. Brian Shepard was the only other one to throw at least 20. Yikes. Rushing-wise, the yardage leader was Josh Jacobs, the only one to break 2,000 yards. And Robinson up there, too. Touchdown leader with 25. Isaiah Pacheco. Holy shit. 25 is insane. Receiving king in terms of total receptions was Justin Jefferson. Stephen Freeman was second. The yardage king was Debo. And the touchdown leader with 15 was Debo. Blocking-wise, the best offensive lineman in the league. Could argue it was Chris Lindstrom. You had a couple of guys up there. Kyle Stein. The worst was Travis Carr in San Francisco. Tackle leader Patrick Queen for Indianapolis. The sack leader with 18, Aaron Donald. And the pick leader with 7, Devin Witherspoon. Jake Elliott was the top kicker in the league. Very, very good. Very, very good. So that is the season that was. Was not a very good one for us, but it was a season. It leads to the playoff bracket looking like this. As the Chiefs get the first round bye in the AFC, the Ravens play the Raiders, the Patriots and the Bengals, the Colts and the Bills. On the other side, with Chicago getting the first round bye, it is Dallas, Green Bay, Carolina, Atlanta, San Francisco, and Philadelphia in the 2026 playoffs. The one thing to check now, where are our draft picks? Where are they? And the answer is 8th, 14th, 18th, potentially, and 23 with the Rams. So 8th is the lowest that we have picked so far. I am very, very surprised I mean, the 5-12 was good enough to finish 8th, but here we are. In terms of staff moves, by the way, elsewhere around the league, Kevin McGovern is out in Cleveland, Bob Bates in Tampa, Mike McDaniel in Miami, Marshawn Wallace in New York, Dennis Allen in New Orleans. Seattle fires their head coach. Ian Alexander's gone in Houston, and Scott Anderson becomes yet another coach fired in Detroit. Holy hell. That is a lot of head coaching changes. A lot. Especially Detroit. They fire their coach every goddamn year. Wow. All right. Well, we march on after a terrible year. Another terrible year. We improved in some ways, not quite in others. And our focus now is free agency and the draft. I can pretty much guarantee we're not going to get to the draft tonight, though. I think we'll go through free agency and then pump the brakes there because, again, I have a wedding to wake up for in the morning. So let's see. The Raiders beat the Ravens, the Bengals over the Pats, and the Bills over the Colts. Although then the Raiders beat the Chiefs and the Bengals beat the Bills. So it's Cincy and Vegas for the AFC, the two lowest seeds. NFC-wise, the Cowboys end up beating the Packers, the Falcons over the Panthers, the Niners over the Eagles. The Falcons then also beat the Bears, and the Cowboys beat the Niners. So on the NFC side, it is Dallas and Atlanta. We will see who is going to play in Super Bowl 61. Super Bowl 61. And the answer is Cincinnati and Atlanta. A rematch of last year's final, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Cincy and Atlanta? I want to say it was. But regardless, that is the soupity boopity. No, it wasn't that. It was Carolina. It was Carolina and Atlanta. That's what it was. So Atlanta trying to finally win their first Super Bowl after making it back one more time. Before anything else, though, we look at yearly awards. We have a player upgrade as well, which is a promising sign. Let's look at the yearly awards. League MVP, Jalen Hurts. Coach of the Year, Mike McCarthy. The AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Lamar Jackson, which is shocking, given that Garrison wasn't higher. Defensive Player of the Year, TJ Watt. The top rookie, Michael Meadows. A couple of familiar names up there. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Kelvin Livingston. And the other awards I don't care as much about, at least for AFC. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, of course, is Jalen Hurts, also won MVP. Defensive Player of the Year is Aaron Donald, but here's where it could get interesting. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Bradley Cheney in Chicago. Shep finished 4th. If we played him all year, might have Shepard won it? I don't know. Also, the Bucks finished 2-15. Jesus Christ. Wow. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Cassidy Baker. Let's go. Our defensive lineman, Cassidy Baker, wins Defensive Rookie of the Year, even over someone like Khalid Callahan, the 2nd overall pick, or that insane safety from the Saints who went 6th, Calvin Weber. We also had Matthias Griffin up there in 9th. But we do have the Defensive Rookie of the Year in Cassidy Baker. Top quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Top running back, I'm just trying to see if there's anybody from our team in consideration for these particular awards. Bolden finished 10th for top O-lineman. D-line, not there. Top linebacker, nobody there. Top defensive back, nobody in the running. Best kicker, though, is Jake Elliott, I believe, for the 2nd year in a row. But Defensive Rookie of the Year for a defensive lineman is tremendous news for us. There's no other way to put it. as he ends up with 3 skill points, and he might have gone superstar, would be my guess. What are you, buddy? Let's go. That's huge. He wasn't amazing this year. He did win Rookie of the Year. This guy could end up being a stud. A mid-second round pick wins Defensive Rookie of the Year and has gone superstar. Cassidy Baker. That's huge. That is huge. J Squared, take it easy. Thank you for the gifted sub, by the way. So a huge moment there for Cassidy Baker, who gets his first ability slot. And again, we're going to try to make him a little bit more well-rounded. +2 finesse moves. And he is now a 76. Got the -1 to his overall because of morale. What's the ability? Recuperation. It's okay. It's not the best one by far, but... and then Jake Elliott. No one else has wanted this guy, so we've played him 2 years in a row, and he has been electric as a kicker. Super Bowl 61. Cincinnati looking for their 2nd championship in franchise history. Atlanta looking to finally secure their first on like the 6th time of trying. Can they do it? The answer is yes. The Atlanta Falcons have finally won a Super Bowl. Do I still have it? Oh, I do. I do. Falcons fans. Falcons finally won a Super Bowl. That's right. I can't believe I still have this. I can't believe I still have that on the stream deck. Let's fucking go. Oh, the Atlanta Falcons, led by Desmond Ridder, finally win their first Super Bowl. Worth noting, too, you might have seen there, Cassidy Baker was the outright Defensive Rookie of the Year as well, which is great. So a huge, huge win for the Atlanta Falcons. They finally get it done. I don't know if... I should still have the Bills Mafia on here, too. I should. Again, some things just randomly, accidentally got deleted. I don't think I have the Bills Mafia anymore. I'm going to have to re-add it. That crashed. I don't think I have it anymore. Just to disappoint you. Retirements in 2026, now that the Atlanta Falcons are Super Bowl champions. Gilmore and Hopkins, damn, both in Tennessee. Dalvin Cook, Devontae Adams, Tyler Lockett, Jordan Poyer, Michael Thomas. Jesus Christ, Green Bay took a big hit. Tyron Smith, Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota, Super Bowl champion. Joel Bitonio as well. Way to go, Joel. You were great for us last year. Darius Slay, Michael Pierce, Micah Hyde, Kyle Juszczyk. A lot of our veterans retired, which was to be expected. PJ Walker, XFL legend. Mike Evans is gone. Xavier Woods, play the trombone in your honor. Chase Winovich, what could have been? What could have been? Zach Ertz is gone. Devontae Parker. Jonnu Smith. Big, big retirement class there. Big retirement class. Wow. But yeah, that is the way we end our season, with a Rookie of the Year. I like it. I like it. All the practice squatters who I doubt are staying, we'll just auto-upgrade them. It's fine by me. And we get to the re-sign phase. I should take a look at staff moves really quickly. There might have been some head coach hirings. Let's see. Todd Walters, new head coach in Seattle. That's the only move. That's the only move. So the re-sign phase, we're going to lose a lot of talent here, but we'll have some work to do in free agency. Crash Andrews, I love you. Take it easy. We will talk some wrestling soon. You know we have to. You know we have to. All right. one more look at who we're probably losing. We have $144 million in cap space. That's with the draft picks factored in. At quarterback, Kurt Slater. We are not going to accept the 5th-year option for obvious reasons, given that he wants a $34 million signing bonus. He has one more season, but we're going to reject that option. Lockhart, Turner, these are guys with star dev that regressed. Zeke, can let these guys go for now. Tyler Matthews, I'm not overspending on a fullback to keep him, even though he's a good young fullback. He did have star dev. He dropped down to normal, too. Michael Wilson, finally gone. Johnny Murray, Mike Strickland, OBJ. Caveman, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. For the most part, we're just dropping a lot of the dead weight from this team. We do still have a good amount of the young core that are locked in. DeMarcus Lawrence can go. Again, we signed a lot of veterans. BJ wants big money to come back. Kyler is gone. He was traded alongside Hollywood Brown to Washington for Josh Allen, the linebacker. Teron Johnson's willing to come back, but he regressed pretty badly. So, yeah, we are gonna let go of everybody, even Jake Elliott. We'll give Jake the opportunity to go out to a better team, maybe be able to win something, because he's not going to have that opportunity here for a bit. And if no one signs him, I will gladly bring him back. He has been a phenomenal kicker for us. So free agency. Again, $144 million to spend. Let's take a look at who's out there on the open market. And the answer, at quarterback, Daniel Jones. Sam, Super Bowl winner, Darnold. Geno Smith, Will Levis, Baker Mayfield. I mean, yeah, we're not signing any of these guys. If we get a quarterback, it's because we drafted one. So, running back wise, nobody amazing. Alvin Kamara is a veteran. And needless to say, we won't be going for a running back. Fullback wise, whoops. Patrick Card, Ingold. Again, we're not going to spend big money on a fullback. No shot. Wideouts. A.J. Brown, but he doesn't want to come here. Nor does Darnell Mooney. So if we're getting wideout help, it's in the draft. For sure. Tight end wise, Tyler Higbee, but we don't need another tight end. On the offensive line, Bakhtiari, Taylor Decker. What mode? Franchise mode? Cam Robinson's there. Deion Dawkins. Zach Tom. But again, we don't need the O-line help. I'm just taking a look at the best players available. Left guard, Matt Hennessy. Yikes. Not that much help at left guard this year. Center, Garrett Bradbury is the top dog. Right guard, I should say, Shaq Mason. I mean, again, we don't need him. He's interested, but we don't need him. Right tackles, Jack Conklin, Caleb McGarry, the top guys. Defensive line, we don't really need help there, and it's a good thing because there's nobody there, at least there. Chris Jones had defensive tackle, but he has no interest. There is Devon Hamilton, but we'll pass. We got two younger DTs. I mean, Hamilton would be... You know, Devon Hamilton, to work with that younger DT that we have, could be pretty good. We're going to consider that. And then on the other edge, Leonard Williams, which, Linebackers. BJ, of course, who left the team. He has no desire to stay here. Matt Judon's not what he used to be. A linebacker, Al Shire. Uchenna Nwosu on the other side. Yeah, there's just not a lot of help for us right now in terms of players that are willing to come here. Corner, Jeff Okudah. Interesting. And a lot of people are interested. Jeff Okudah. We might have to consider that. But we also know we'd have to play a lot for Okudah, or again, as he was once called, Jeff Oduka. And we lost connection to the Twitch server. Neat. My internet hasn't died entirely. Hi, YouTube. It's just us. My internet hasn't died. We lost connection to the Twitch server. So hi, how are you, YouTube? I hope you're doing great. My internet hasn't died. We've just lost connection to Twitch. So maybe we'll do free agency tomorrow. Nope. Might have been the internet, because there goes the connection to the EA servers. 2 nights in a row. Although I still see Twitch chat moving. Oh, reconnection successful. Hello, everybody. We're back. We're back. 2 nights in a row with random internet issues. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Let's try to load back into franchise mode, shall we? You didn't miss anything. I halted it. Again, the last thing that we saw was Jeff Okuda in free agency. Nothing else really would have changed, which is good. But yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on lately. If it's my internet, I have no idea what the hell is going on anymore. I really don't. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It's the best way to put it. So again, we could go for Jeff Okuda if we wanted to. At safety, Xavier McKinney, but no interest. On the other side is Sidney Brown, but we have someone better than that. Jake Elliott still wants to come back. Okay. So there's pretty much 2 options I think that we would go for in free agency given the money that we have to spend. And that is either a defensive tackle upgrade or a corner upgrade. The question is, do we need either of them? Defensive tackle-wise, I mean, Hunt still has 99 strength, but he's normal dev. He's not going to be a #1 defensive tackle. It's not going to happen. And then Jeremy Burrow, I think we got to go for that defensive tackle in Hamilton. And then at corner, please don't tell me Callahan dropped. Okay, thank God. At least not yet. If we get Okuda to work with Callahan, we'll be looking pretty good. I think we go for both of those big free agents. At least the top dogs in each of their positions. Again, we have so much money to spend right now. It's insane. I mean, technically, we got to be closer to $200 million. So to defensive tackle, we will actually, in fairness, I forgot that Chris Jones was there, but Devon Hamilton, we can afford to lowball you right now on a 1-year deal to see if you'll take it because no one else is interested. And then Okuda, 14 teams are interested. If I lowball you, where does that put us? The Texans are offering him a really fair deal. What if I give you the medium risk deal? I still don't think we're in the green. We're not. We're going to have to give him either a very player-friendly or just an outright player-friendly contract. We're going to have to go very player-friendly to be the favorites, which would be a 3-year deal, which isn't that bad. Ranging between 10 and 12, really 11 and $12 million a season. I think that's fine for an 85 overall. We need somebody good on this team. We're going to go after Jeff Okuda to be a 1-2 punch with our young corner Callahan. So here we go. We have 2 targets. Jeff Okuda and Devon Hamilton. Did we get him? Yes, we did. All right. So we get Devon Hamilton on a cheap contract, and we had to overspend to get Jeff Okuda, but I think it's worth it. Hamilton right now is slotted in as our #1 defensive tackle, and Okuda is going to be, again, that 1-2 punch at corner. We have $121 million in cap space, and again, that is even with the draft picks already being factored in. As Chris Jones is the newest member of the Detroit Lions, A.J. Brown's off to the Raiders. We'll see what else happens from there. AJ, what's going on? What's going on? So that's pretty much it for us in free agency. The only thing now, of course, is that shat load of draft scouting, which I don't know if I'll bore people with that on stream or if I'll do it off stream. I might do it off. And then we'll have the draft as well to probably kick off tomorrow's stream, because I do not have time to do it tonight. I do not. But we have a lot more hirings and pretty much all generated players that are getting hired for those head coaching positions. Join WMMA 5. Honestly, those games are a good time. They are a very, very good time. Just very time consuming. Definitely need a big body at DT. Well, we got one now. So, but yeah, I grew up playing like EWR and TEW, and the first 2 WMMAs I played a decent amount of as well. What was our finished record? 5-12. We have the 8th overall pick in the upcoming draft. Let's see. It is finalized free agency. We also get our private workouts and then have to do a buttload of scouting. But the big names, again, Chris Jones, A.J. Brown on the move. We got Jeff Okuda. Jake Elliott's still going to be a free agent. Xavier McKinney to Chicago. Darnell Mooney to the Giants. Bakhtiari to the Colts. And then from there, the overalls really do start to drop. So it wasn't the biggest free agent class in the world, but re-sign Elliott. Again, it depends on what veterans are there for mentors at the beginning of the preseason. Our private workouts. We get 3 more players to get a little bit more. AJ, I gotta be honest, like in terms of like any like, oh, AEW backstage drama, I don't pay attention. I just watch what's on TV and I enjoy it for what it is. It's great. You just watch what's on TV wrestling wise, it's so much more enjoyable. Okay, so at quarterback, it still has Doug Phillips as a top 5 projection. Leach is there. I mean, as in like his character on TV, I'm good with. I mean, because you knew they would do like a, hey, he never lost the title thing, so I'm good with that. Are there any other late quarterbacks to look at? Because out of nowhere, this might actually have to be a quarterback-based draft for us. I think 80 and 95%, even 65% on Paul Johnson's probably good enough. We could look at Greg Berry. Or again, we could go to the top of the board. Jeremiah Bruce at DT doesn't look amazing. Do we have anybody else? Orlando Kelly at safety. Pat Moore. Royals. And Paul Johnson. It would be nice to know what the hell that mid accuracy looks like. Bart Strickland at corner. There's always O linemen that look amazing. Good look at Donnell Mitchell, by the way. I'm looking for someone, even like Lamar Gore. It looks like it's mostly the offensive linemen that have those drastic ranges. Linebacker Devin Fowler. That's a guy we should look at. Because if he's on the high end, he could be awesome. Give me someone else that has just a boatload of ranges in a position that we care about to try and lock down how good they are. Honestly, Alani Dunbar, I do think we're good at running back. Heath Jowers. Be excited to look at that guy's combine numbers in a minute. All right, so yeah, it only shows me the top 50 there. Like I said, I am going to have to go through all of this. I might just do it off stream so that we're ready to go for the draft as soon as tomorrow kind of kicks off. Wide receiver is another position where if there's a lot of ranges, we should try to find out what the deal is. But we have mostly complete information on all the wideouts. Defensive end, we're looking better. Defensive tackle, we're looking better. If we could get a big project DT, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. There isn't really that guy to look at. And again, a linebacker wouldn't be the worst. I mean, Woodward can't play zone coverage, but man, as a pure tackling linebacker, he could be pretty good. Same thing for Warner. Same thing for Jason DeMaine. There are a lot of interesting linebackers here. How the hell do you pick just one? This guy, Devin Fowler, was already on the list for good reason. This guy, Rashad Gary. Yeah, we're going to look at linebackers here for those private workouts. Linebacker's still an interesting position for us because we could still look to trade Josh Allen. And we might. Again, we can move him without a penalty. So heading into this upcoming draft, we do have 4 first-round picks. And at the same time, we could move Josh Allen. I don't really know who else we'd want to move aside from Josh Allen. He's kind of our biggest bartering piece at this stage. And maybe Kurt Slater. It's not that expensive of a penalty to move on from Kurt. We already kind of know he's not the guy. So this is going to be a gigantic draft for us. It really just comes down to who gets traded out and all of that scouting, which, again, I do think I'll get done off stream. But we got to call it for now. We got to call it.